So I'm just going to talk about this material here. It's an adjunct or a bonus, if you will, for the material that's in my half guard DVD. And I thought I'd show it. On your back, please, Chris. To pass the half guard, there's many different passes of the half guard, but a couple common ones involve me facing the legs. The first one would be taking this hand, coming over his face, putting my armpit in his face, maybe cupping his shoulder, lifting my hips up a bit, and bringing my knee through here. I'm going to be here. My hope is that he thinks that I'm unstable, because it doesn't look like I've got a lot of base. And he's going to open his legs and try bridging me over, at which point I back step and turn in. That's the basics of it. There's other details that I'm leaving out, because what I want to show is the re-counters to this guard pass. The other one, where I face his legs, is where I take my other hand and I basically headlock him and back step. I back step here, and I'm going to put pressure into his face, and I'm going to use this hand to open it up, push with my feet, and come here. Again, that's really skimming over, that's really giving a broad, quick picture. You might grip different ways, you might wrap them up with a gi, but that's basically what your body's doing. So to counter these two, the first one, he's going to come over my face, and he's going to put his armpit in my face. He's going to lift his hips up a bit, and he's going to pop his shin in there. What I'm going to try and do, he's got to backstep this foot eventually to make base. I'm going to try and come underneath his bum with this hand here, and then sit him back down. I might pull up a bit here, or I might be able to get this in as he's switching his base. Take my other hand, and I hold his knees together. Now we can't backstep. Now I open up, and I turn towards him, and I stabilize the top position. So from another angle, some technique. We're here, he puts his armpit in my face, he pops his shin up. I come underneath his bum as he's doing that, grab my hands together, pinch his knees together, I really squeeze here, and then I turn and stabilize the top position. The other way that he can face my legs is we're here, he headlocks me, and he steps over my body here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hand, I'm going to control his knee, I'm going to take my foot, and I'm going to control his foot. Now it's a bit tough for him to step out. If I was just here, he would just remove his leg. By going here and here, it's a bit harder. That gives me the time to insert my instep under his leg here. Ideally, I'm under the knee, but if I'm under the Achilles, that's okay as well. Now I'm going to lift and lift. I'm going to lift with my foot, lift with my hand, and turn and face him. So from another angle, we're here. He headlocks me, he back spins. I'm going to control, get my hook in, lift, and turn and face him. Those are two very high percentage ways to counter two guard passes where your opponent turns and faces your legs.